Hello there everybody, this is Lane, and today I'm going to be showing off all 4 of my Spongesicle vinyl figurines. These were released by Alpha Dreams around maybe like 2019 or 2020. I was very lucky enough to buy these off of the Nickelodeon Universe website. I bought the last ones that they had in stock. They were originally priced at like $28.99. But they have since been out of print. I'm not sure why, honestly. I mean, I never saw these at retail or anything, so they must have had like an extremely like limited release. Because if you were to get these today, they're very expensive. But let's go over each Spongesicle one by one. Alright, so here's the first Spongesicle. It's pretty much like the perfect looking one. Basically, if it looks like the bar, like from the stock image, it's gonna look like this, pretty much. But yeah, I know I probably might sound boring saying this, but this actually might be my favorite of the 4 Spongesicles we're looking at. Here's what the back looks like. There's just nothing, because like usually on the real Spongesicles, you would have like, SpongeBob's eyes and mouth on the back, but unfortunately the figurine could not replicate that, even though it would have been like really neat. I don't know where the boxes are. I did keep their boxes, but for some reason like they might have been in storage, but who knows. So yeah, so when you get these Spongesicles, they come in like 3 pieces. So basically, there's the Spongesicle itself. If you don't want it like display it on this thing, you could just make it look like you're eating it or something. But yeah, but basically they come in 2 separate pieces. So yeah, so you have like the display stand, and then the thing that you connect to the display stand, and you just slide the popsicle stick inside, and voila, that's how you build your Spongesicle, or if you want to display it. Also, what's interesting, I don't think the real Spongesicles ever came with jokes. But these vinyl ones, it came with their own like unique jokes. So this one says, "Why did the Krusty?" Actually, no, I said that wrong. "Why did the Krabby Patty go to the gym? It wanted better buns." And so yeah, so this one, obviously it's based off of like an actual like perfect looking SpongeBar, but yeah, I just love the way that it looks. It looks really nice. But yeah, so this one, again, I sound boring saying this, but this is probably my favorite of the 4. But let's go on to the next Spongesicle, shall we? And just for a quick comparison, here's one of these figurines next to an actual Spongesicle. And yeah, in 2019 or 2020, they changed the popsicle stick. So instead of using like a regular old popsicle stick, they used like one of those like thicker, curvier ones. The new one with the chocolate eyes went back to the old popsicle sticks, but yeah, you can definitely tell that the real Spongesicles are much brighter in color, than the vinyl ones. And yeah, besides that, I mean, they're pretty much identical in size, which I think is really cool. Cause I love having like prop replicas, and I feel like these Spongesicle vinyls would work really well as like prop replicas. So yes, so it's really cool, seeing a real Spongesicle next to a fake plastic one, just like side by side. So yeah, so if you ever want to know what size these Spongesicle vinyl figures are, well, now you know. All right, here's the next Spongesicle. This was actually the first one that I actually got. I think the perfect one, the first one, I think I got that one like very last, but the second one we're looking at, this was the first one that I got. But yeah, he's a decent looking one. It's not quite perfect. It's not exactly like the picture, but I mean, he definitely looks decent enough. But yeah, you can tell that like his teeth, he has those rabbit teeth. His eyes, his gumball eyes are a little cross-eyed. And yes, I did also make a video comparing the old gumball-eyed SpongeBobs to like the new chocolate-eyed SpongeBobs. So what makes these Spongesicle vinyls like unique is that not only they had very limited distribution and are very rare and expensive, but what will make them even more valuable is the fact that they're based off of the old gumball eye design. So obviously we'll probably never see any like gumball-eyed SpongeBob merch again. I think all the future merch of the Spongesicles that we might end up getting might be based off the chocolate-eyed one, but who knows? Maybe someday they'll bring back the gumball eyes. So yeah, what's also cool is that on the other 3 bars, the back has like some melting effect. I know the display stand does have that effect that looks like it's melting, but on the back, like, they actually like painted like all the melting marks. But yeah, so that was the second Spongesicle, the decent yet slightly goofy looking one. So let's get on to the next one. I actually forgot to mention the joke. So this one reads, "How did Patrick do on his bubble test? He blew it." Alright, here's OneEyed Bob. Now, one thing I actually forgot to mention in the intro is that these Popsicle replicas, originally they were pineapple scented. Sadly, all 4 of the bars kind of lost their scent, but yeah, they used to have like this really strong pineapple scent. It's so weird because like the actual Spongesicle is like fruit punch and cotton candy. It's so weird that they chose pineapple, as like the scent for these figures. But I guess it kind of makes sense considering SpongeBob lives in a pineapple under the sea. But anyway, so here's OneEyed Bob, or Cyclopic Bob. And yeah, what's unique about this figure is that he's actually based on like an actual picture of the SpongeBar. Like, that's like all messed up. For some reason, it had like one eye. And like, normally a Spongesicle would normally have like 2 like gumball eyes, but this one had just one in the picture. So that's what this figure is based on. And on the back, you can definitely tell the back of the SpongeBar is a lot more melty compared to the one we looked at earlier. As you can see, there are some much deeper melting marks. And then here's the Popsicle's joke. "What does Patrick listen to at home? Rock music." So that is pretty much it for OneEyed Bob. Let's look at the 4th and very last Spongesicle. Alright, here is the very last Spongesicle. It is a crying SpongeBar. So basically, similar to the OneEyed Bob figure, this one is also based on an actual picture of a messed up Spongesicle. But yeah, there's a photo of the Spongesicle, where like the black on the gumballs, got like it blended the Spongesicle, and it looked like it was crying. So that's what this Spongesicle figure is based on. On the back, you can definitely tell that there's even much deeper melting marks compared to the other 2. And yeah, here's the joke. It reads, "Why does Squidward..." Unfortunately, there's like some of the printing. This wasn't very well printed. But basically it reads, "Where does Squidward sleep when he camps? In a tentacle." So yeah, so that's pretty much it for Crying Bob. And so now let's go on to the final verdict. Overall, I really wish that I could recommend these, but unfortunately they're very hard to find and they are really expensive. I think last time I saw like a brand new listing on eBay, it was like $80 for just one little Spongesicle, and it kind of sucks, and that these kind of have like a extremely rare on the distribution, because these are really great, in my opinion. I'm a huge fan of the SpongeBob Popsicle. It's one of my all-time favorite desserts, along with the Mickey Mouse bar. And I really like, that they actually like turned the iconic SpongeBar into like an actual like non-edible like piece of plastic. So that way, I could have like a life-size Spongesicle like pretty much forever. A Nickelodeon has done this before with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles ice cream bars. Since they also made like replicas of those bars, but they're like in a melting position. And I think they also recently did one with SpongeBob as well. They also came out with like another SpongeBob vinyl figure, but that one's like melty. I actually recently bought that, and I'll show it off, whenever it arrives in the mail. But yeah, overall, I just really like the idea of pretty much preserving, the gumball-eyed ice cream bars into like plastic, because I think it's like really neat. I just think they're really neat. That's all. So yeah, hopefully you liked this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed to the channel, make sure to ring the notification bell so you won't miss out on any videos that I produce. I'll see you real soon. Same time, same channel.